What's up, everybody? We're having another episode of Desert Dark. This is one of your hosts, Jesus, aka Tory.
Casey's here.
I'm sorry, I was laughing over that.
I really was too.
And you got Dakota. What do we got going on today, boys?
Well, they finally caught that escaped fucking Brazilian guy in Pennsylvania.
Honestly, I didn't even know he was Brazilian.
Yeah, he's got
just
charges
up
there. Apparently he was initially taken in because he stabbed his girlfriend like 38 times in front of her kids.
Wow. The fuck?
Yeah. Then he decided he was going to Spider-Man himself up in between two pillars. He like spider walked up it, and then he somehow got through like barbed wire, and he was on the run for I think a few weeks.
I know there was like a lot of sightings on security cameras and stuff, but by the time authorities got there, he was already gone.
Maybe he is Spider-Man. She was just trying to help him get the knife off his hand.
Well, the reason they finally got him was because it's finally starting to get like colder up in this area. Well, they got him on thermal in a fucking wood pile. I mean, he wasn't like stupid, but I guess he didn't really take that into consideration.
Now that's basically the first thing that they start using if they're hardcore looking for you. Just like, yep, if we know he's in the area, we're looking for that movement.
Oh, here, I got an interesting thing I heard at work today.
Oh, really?
But I don't know if it's legit or not. They're trying to pass a law that no longer can polls be investigated for voter fraud.
Really?
I could see him doing that.
I don't know how true it is, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a rumor, but I could see them doing that.
Yeah.
And I also know they're trying to have Trump have a gag order so he can't bring up any of the election shit that he knows about for his trial shit. So
honestly, haven't been keeping up too much with that, but
I really haven't either.
I saw was like his mugshot and all that, but I know that they've been taking their time with it and going through the correct process. But we'll see what happens because I really don't know.
Yeah, it could go either way, I think.
Either way, I just want gas prices to be normal again. This shit is ridiculous.
Dude, it is. Everything's ridiculous.
30-year-old was struck by a motorcycle. Or not struck by a motorcycle, he was on his motorcycle, struck by a vehicle. By a Jeep.
Damn. Sounds like a hell of a day for both him and the
I thought he was in our class because he kind of looks familiar, but he is not.
I mean, he's the correct age.
Yeah, he graduated in 2011.
He would have graduated with you then, not us.
I should have. I wasn't stupid, just autistic.
I mean, thank God for VOTAC for me.
We should not have been in that math class, though.
Do you remember? We had our work done for the day.
The first 5 minutes.
And then we got to sleep. No, we should have been in that class. It was a sweet gig, and I thank that teacher. I don't even remember her name, but you know what? Thank you.
I seen her a few months ago at the Dollar General here. I can't think of what the fuck her name was either. She was one of the better teachers, I thought.
Yeah, she was very nice.
The end of that school year, we were saying our goodbyes for the summer, and she just looks at me. She goes, "So you shouldn't have been in this class." And I was just like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm glad I was." And I was like, "And just so you know, I was texting inside of my hat almost every day after I did my math, because I just take my beanie off and then put my phone in there, and that's how I was texting."
You guys get yearbooks?
Somewhere, yeah.
I never got a senior one, I don't think.
I did. Dude, So, Dakota, do you remember the science teacher that threatened me with a gun because of fish?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Whoa,
God.
that's a lawsuit waiting to
Can
happen.
you imagine that
Dude, she was
happening
big
now?
mad.
That was only a decade ago, a little over a decade ago. Can you imagine that shit happening now?
Dude, I would have never worked another day in my I would have never worked a day in my life.
Not after that. I just realized something. Give me 1 second here.
But
I'm gonna go turn
I'm
my
not that
ACs down
person.
because it's gonna get chilly tonight.
Oh yeah, dude, it's already good and chilly out there.
I can tell it's getting chilly in here.
Tory, it's time for a poll. How many times is Dakota gonna get up for a beer tonight?
I'm going with 3.
That's a
Benefit is my
That's a
headset's
fair.
wireless, so I can just walk to the kitchen and shit whenever I want.
Yeah, I think you're right on the money though. I was gonna say like 4.
He's gonna be so enthused whenever he hears that there's another poll about him in the podcast.
Oh yeah. I mean, the first one was pretty funny though, and people did actually respond to it. He himself did even.
So while Dakota's gone, are you getting your 50-cent cheeseburger on Monday?
Hell yeah, I am.
Or will be if they're not sold out by the time I get off work.
Dude, can you imagine? They probably stocked up like a motherfucker. Like they had to have. They probably like double or tripled their normal order just because of the anticipation.
Dude, if it's anything like Sheets though, for that what was it, 1997 gas, dude, I couldn't even get into Sheets to get food.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna attempt it.
Yeah, no, I drove past that quite a few times that day, and just like, yeah, you guys are crazy. I'm not sitting in line to get a little bit of gas.
Not those lines, because it's not even like people were just filling their
It's
cars,
out on the
man. They had
road.
every
Damn.
single container that they could possibly think of to hold gas, and they were filling them.
I got 4 55 gallons out back. We'll fill them up. That would still be a lot.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, for your car, I mean, you could probably fill up on it a few times, I'd imagine.
On a single one, yeah. Let alone 4.
Yeah, 4 of them, you'd be sitting pretty for a while.
For me, it would have been nice to get a bunch of premium, because the $5 a fucking gallon is a bit of a joke.
For sheets, diesel's where it's at. The rest of it's pretty watered down.
I don't know, I get like 27 miles to the gallon with premium in the
Premium might be a
FRS.
little different. I just know like the 87, 89 are kind of. My shit does not do well with it anyway.
Then again,
The
the
last car I
FRS
had
is
didn't
only
either.
2 liters, so. The Z I was getting 22, I think.
What the hell's going on with your Z anyway?
She just needs the windshield washer fluid tank put in because no one will inspect it because the windshield wiper fluid doesn't spray out because the tank is busted. Because my tires are fucking massive and ate the lines, and I don't know how the tank got cracked. I think it was cracked before I got it. But yeah, the big 19-inch tires demolished the line, so I have everything to do it. It's just a matter of you gotta pull the front bumper off, the fender off, the wheel off, run the lines up to the hood.
That sounds like a little bit of a hassle too.
And it's probably like a 2-hour project. I don't have the tools and stuff to do it here.
A 2-hour project.
And
So
I can't do I'm not doing it in a stone driveway, so
nah, I don't blame you there either.
not safe with a jack.
Oh, definitely not. I know I did some shady shit with the jack in the yard too, where lawnmower ate an extension cord and wrapped all up and under the deck. And I was tugging on it, and it started shifting forward. And I'm like, oh, got my arm up and stopped it just in time, or it was going to fall down.
Trying to think of the year I dated CM to figure out who was at Warp Tour that year.
I think
It
I
was
said the
20
kill was actually there because I remember you talking about that a little bit.
I think it was 2012 or 2013. It was shortly after I moved back from New York, I think.
Yeah, it was. I wish I still had those fucking 2 picks that literally landed right beside you, both of them.
Oh, that
And
was at
like,
Uprise.
yeah, the Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, Uprise is in town right now.
It is, and honestly, the traffic wasn't that bad. At least when I went through town.
I wish I knew that it was coming up. I no longer get the newsletter for some reason. I would have taken off work.
No, it's typically when they do it. It's around this time. It's always this weekend, 15th through whatever.
Yeah, I just wasn't even thinking about it.
I'd wish she let me know when I was getting up. You son of a bitch. Now the dog's got to go out.
Go let your dog out. Who?
Why is Baha Man brought up a lot in this too? Probably because
Not
we
really
always let
sure.
the dogs out.
But speaking of Uprise, I just apparently informed my wife that Devil Wears Prada was a performance there one year. She did not believe me.
Yeah, I forget who didn't show up, and then all of a sudden, they announced the Devil's Wears Prada was coming, and they were
Yeah,
the
I was
last.
like, what?
They were they were the last
Had
band on
to
the one
work.
stage to
I was
play.
pissed because I wanted to see them play too.
Same.
Team 32.
I would have
Yeah,
loved to have seen them live.
it was a show. They did Outnumbered as the best. Alright. 2 for 3, 2 for 4. I might have underestimated. I should have went like 10. It's only been like 5 minutes. He's already gone twice.
But I guarantee you I know who is there right now because they're literally the headliner every single year. Skillet.
I've seen them a good many times.
So have I.
Like I've seen them at wow. They don't just play at Christian festivals, so like the majority of their stuff is, but they've played at some other places.
Yeah, I mean, they're not a bad band by any means. Like, I like a bunch of their music. They're not my favorite by any means.
The one band that I like that sometimes I guess they're probably there too. Red.
Yeah, dude, I like Red a lot. Actually, Uprise was where I discovered them. And I got to meet them that year too, which was really cool. Yeah, I honestly, there's not too many of their songs I don't like. They're
Oh,
solid, like all around, vocally, instruments. Like, I love their drums. Their drums get me.
I like the violin. Oh, you're talking about Red. Yeah, I was thinking Skillet.
Dude, do you remember that we went to Uprise one year whenever we hated each other
Disciples good.
because of Dakota.
I don't even know if I seen you there.
No, we
I,
were there. We stood there and watched Skillet together. Or not Skillet. Maybe it was Red, actually. I don't remember.
Not sure. I skated at the skate park for a little bit, and they made me. Well, they had that like skate area set up. They made me wear a helmet. And I'm like, dude, I'm an adult, but they still make you wear a helmet.
Well, I mean, I guess it's probably a liability for them. People could probably try to sue them if they get hurt. Be probably a better thing for them to just like make people sign a waiver or something before they even let them on their little skate track or whatever.
This year's lineup for Uprise, dude. I only know a couple bands: Disciple, Red, and Skillet. and Newsboys.
Yeah, I was gonna say the wife was reading down the roster today, and I was like, I only know a few of them. Like none of these I've really ever heard of, I think.
They must be up and coming, which is actually pretty cool.
I saw Lacey Sturm was gonna be there.
Don't know who that is either.
She is a really good singer.
She would be. She was
Other
there
than that,
tonight.
I really don't know much about her, but she is definitely solid vocalist. So Tory,
So
have you ever watched Hunter x Hunter?
no, I've seen the cover and like I've thought about getting into it. I just haven't.
Really good. I'm almost at the end of it actually, the anime, and then I'm gonna read the manga because it goes a lot further from what I've been told. But it's really good, really good. I thought I was kind of iffy on it even when I started watching it, but it gets good pretty quick.
I'm waiting on two things right now. Thousand Year Blood War to be dubbed for part 2.
Dude,
The next
Thousand
season of.
Year Blood War is so good.
I watched the first season of it, like I think it was 8 or 10 episodes, and then
Yeah.
I started to watch the next one. I was like, yeah, I'm not reading all this. Like I'm doing other stuff whenever I'm watching it. So, and then the new season of One Piece still isn't dubbed yet. So, I'm just like,
I have not really watched much of One Piece yet. I eventually will, but there's a few shows I want to get through first.
One Piece, we calculated it out today because one of the kids I work with just started watching it,
Do you watch
and
Jujutsu Kaisen?
no,
That's one you should get into. It
it would
is super good.
for
Like,
one.
do what?
Well, for One Piece, it would take you more than 16 days straight to
Yeah.
watch every episode of One Piece, and that's skipping the credits and the intro on every
Yep.
episode.
Yep.
That is awesome. Those are the kind of shows I have to watch because
They're bingeable for sure.
I just need shows that have a long story and a definitive end. Because I get tired of waiting for another season, and it's like, oh, I have to go back and watch what all happened. I need like to be able to finish.
Well then, dude, I mean, I know it's not a TV show, but you should you should give the Kingdom Hearts series a playthrough then. It's a video game, but that described literally everything you just wanted. Like that game is everything you just described,
Yeah, I was more
for
of
sure.
the Kingdom Hearts player.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts with like Mickey Mouse and Goofy and shit.
Yeah, dude. You
Yeah,
can get the whole
I
series on Epic.
I didn't do that. I had Remember, as growing up, I had 2 or 3 of them on Game Boy Advance. The one was completely dog water.
Probably
Uh,
had Chain of Memories.
had like a white background, like I remember it vividly.
Yeah, it was probably Chain of Memories then. They actually ended up making a PS2 version of that game, but it really wasn't much better. I did not like it much, but I don't know. So that's one of those games you either love it or you hate it. Um, I replay it just for the story because just about once a year I replay this whole series. So, I mean, it's been my favorite series literally since it came out in 2002. And I only wanted the video game in the first place just because of the theme music and the like advertisements for it.
They only have Chain of Memories for Game Boy Advance. I thought there was another one.
No, no.
It was the DS. Recoded. That was the one I played.
Recoded was like I forget. I thought that one was PSP actually.
Apparently, it was on the DS as well.
Makes
And-
sense. They were both competing at the time.
And it looks like they're putting
Well, they had a they even had one for the 3DS too. They went back and forth with handheld titles at the time.
But I also have Kingdom Hearts on the Switch, but it's like I forget. You have to be connected to the internet to play it all the time. It's annoying as shit.
I'm not sure what that one is.
Where's my Switch Lite? I didn't put it on the main Switch.
Yeah, you have to let me know which one that is because I'd like to know.
Maybe it is on the main Switch. Let me grab the main Switch off the jaw.
He said, "Let me grab the main Switch."
Oh, Remind, and it says cloud version. Like you have to be connected to the internet.
Remind.
Yeah.
Oh, Remind was a DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, it is Kingdom Hearts 3. It's Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind cloud
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
what
the DLC. Yeah, but that is literally just the DLC for it. You have to have the base game too.
I don't know. It lets me play it, so.
Oh, sweet. No fuck then. That's awesome. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a really, really good game too. A lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was a great game. I don't think it was worth 13 years of waiting, but it was still a good game.
No, it was a good game. Twisted Metal.
Yes, I still have to
Yes,
fucking
sir.
watch that.
Yeah, you still haven't watched that series, dude? Oh, it's so
No, I
good.
haven't. That's what I keep hearing, but I have yet to watch it.
Sweet Tooth is
I
the
guarantee you, it's
best.
going to make me want to go back and play it too, and I don't have a way to do that yet.
I do. I literally have it, and I have the PS2. I bought
You have
another.
4?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, here I can tell you. I can tell you all the games I got the other. That one day I went up to the game shop, dude. I bought all the Guitar Hero games, guitars, Dynasty Warriors, SOCOM 3, Rising Sun,
oh, SOCOM 3.
Metallica, Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Like I just bought all the nostalgia games. And my Twisted Metal 4 games at Casey's actually, I forgot. I forgot. Cause remember I was playing it that one night that we were having a fucking party. I was sitting there playing Twisted Metal 4. And I cheated and just spawned in Sweet Tooth and just drove around a Sweet Tooth and killed everybody. And beat the game in like 5 minutes.
I cannot remember the codes for that, but I remember we had it so that we made our abilities recharge in like 5 seconds. So you would like stack them up to 20, and then you just go in and start fucking shit up with your special.
The
You
good
know,
news
can't
is
find missiles? It's all right. You're fine. You got plenty.
I bought all the secret code books from whenever we were fucking kids off eBay, so I have all the code books. I got all that shit.
I think I still have mine somewhere too. I don't remember where the hell they are, but I know
They're
they're
probably
somewhere.
across the yard.
Mm,
On the bookshelf by the fucking bathroom.
might actually be. If they're not here, that's where they would be.
Have you guys seen the new Mortal Kombat?
I have not.
It is
Dude,
on.
the story, they have it all fucked up. Raiden is not the fucking Earthrealm god anymore. Liu Kang is. And like Raiden is like they swapped positions basically.
It's up for beta right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
I
think
saw
it's
it.
actually out. I think
I
full
am
release is out.
totally stupid to
Launched Epic
the
earlier, and I thought
lore
it
for
said
Mortal
beta.
Kombat. I just
Dude.
like Sub-Zero.
That's actually my favorite character to use. So excellent choice. I could go on for a long time about that, but it goes deep and it's really good stuff.
I'm gonna have to look into this now, just out
It's
of sheer
dude, it's
curiosity.
brutal. Dude, YouTube it.
Oh, I
Payday
guarantee
3.
you. I guarantee you, there's stuff on YouTube about it.
Another one that's actually really good and I think is a very underrated fighting game and my personal favorite, Tekken,
Oh yeah.
which they have another one of those coming out this I believe this year too, Tekken 8. So I'll have that.
Last one I played was 6.
Last one I played was 7. And I have it on PC right now because it's a banger.
I
Something to
like
play
No.
by
6.
yourself.
I cannot remember the hell. I can't remember what the fucking dude's name is. The dude with like the cheetah head or tiger, whatever the hell it
King,
is. Yeah.
King, and they also had Armor King.
I don't know anything about that. I just used the hell out of him, and I was fucking some shit up when I played.
Mor-
My favorite character was How Wrong.
Mortal
The
Kombat comes
long
out Tuesday, by the way.
I've seen people playing it though. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you can
certain people got early
pre-purchase.
access. Or yeah, early access or something. Because I've literally seen people streaming it, like the story and everything.
Yeah, maybe if you did like a pre-purchase thing or
That's what I'm
something.
saying. Somebody probably had a promotion.
PlayStation probably has an exclusive, or Xbox, or one of them.
I would imagine. Well, actually, who developed it?
I don't know. It's on Epic and it says available 19th. I don't even know where to see who developed it. Warner Brothers. Developed by NetherRealm Studios.
Don't know who
Copyright.
owns them.
Combat related to characters and elements. Trademark of Warner Brothers. Well, who got Harry Potter early? I think PlayStation did.
Yes, they did.
So that's
PlayStation gets a
probably.
lot of shit early.
And
They
Harry
really do.
Potter was Warner Brothers, so I'm sure Mortal Kombat is PlayStation early access over the weekend.
Maybe.
But
You
then,
could be right about that, actually. I didn't think about that.
and then Payday 3 comes out Monday, and
Never played any of those.
Payday 3 looks fun as shit.
I've seen gameplay of that, and it looks fun. I've just never played any of them.
I haven't either, but watching the gameplay made me want to get that one because I feel like there's a lot of fuckery. It made me kind of think a little bit about like Hardline and just the goofy shit we used to do in that.
I played some Payday 2, but it's not very active at the moment. Well, it might be now, but whenever it was free on Epic, it was not very
How much
active.
is Payday 3? Is that full 60? Or is it
Oh.
more?
$39.99.
Oh, that's actually not that bad.
Payday
Oh,
Yeah,
3
that's actually not bad at
pre-purchase.
all.
I
If
may
you want
contemplate on getting
the,
that.
I think early access with like
Yeah,
Battle Pass or whatever it is
about
80.
early access. I'll get it when it's out.
There's a silver edition for 70, and then the gold edition's 89.99, which
If
gives you the
anything,
season pass for a year, uh,
if anything,
and some cosmetic shit. It looks like.
digital copies of games have taught me is don't ever go for the high end shit. Go for the very bare minimum.
Yep. Yep. Just wait until all the bugs are flushed out, especially in this day and age where everything is released unfinished.
Well, the nice thing about the gold edition for 90, you get the premium, the season pass for an entire year. So like COD, you pay fucking $20 every 3 months. You're basically paying $80 on top of the game that you already paid for.
Yes. Well, look at MW3 right now. I mean, that's gonna be that's basically a $70 DLC.
We literally talked about that on the last one too. Yeah.
I know, but since he wasn't here, I mean,
Yeah,
and
no, it is though. It really is, and they're
I'm
trying
just
to pull
saying,
it off
it's a
like, oh
big
yeah, no, it's
example.
worth $70. Doesn't
I
fucking look like it.
I have Call of Duty uninstalled, so
Same. I freed up
It's
the space.
almost unplayable for me right now.
it was unplayable the day it came out for like 3 weeks, and I kept complaining and asking for my money back, and they kept fucking declining it. And then it finally started working, and I got to play for a little bit, and then it went straight downhill, and I
Yep.
refuse.
I want to say, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I feel like it's them tinkering with their fucking anti cheat, and it's just been fucking up a lot of shit.
Well, I mean, that anti-cheat is worthless.
True that.
Yes, it
I
is.
can't tell you how many questionable matches I was in. And I'm just like, man, this is just not even fun at this point.
Dude, just
Oh,
go on
it's
TikTok, look up Call of Duty or Apex, and you just start scrolling, and you'll just see like cheater after cheater after cheater. They're literally streaming on TikTok, cheats in their fucking stream, and nothing's done to them.
I'm still
Dude,
going
that's
to go
ridiculous.
on the same stances. They need to get rid of the skill based matchmaking and revert back to the old days. If they want to have skill based, put it in ranked like they already have.
Well,
That's
yeah,
fucking stupid why they have it for casual too. It should not be that way. And then I hear that the next one they're going to do the same thing. So I'm like, nope. If I get it, I'm only installing the campaign and I don't care about the multiplayer.
I didn't even play the campaign for the second one.
I like the campaign. The campaigns were good. The stealth one kind of pissed me off at first, but once I figured out how to do it, it was a cakewalk. I'm not a stealthy guy. Typically on a video game like that, like it's fun once in a while,
It
but
is.
it's also fun to just like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I want to kill everything, and then you just go through and wipe out the whole enemy.
Yeah.
No. Call of Duty, like back in the day, it wasn't so much like kids just fucking laying down on the ground and just sitting there doing not a thing or hiding in a building. It was actually people like going out and trying to fucking get into a gunfight. Now it's, oh, I'm just gonna lay here and wait for
As
like,
as much as it pains me to say this, Ghost is what incorporated that initially with the fucking IEDs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
can
obviously
I can
claymores and
respectfully
shit,
agree with
but
that.
those lasers would point through fucking walls and shit like a Bethesda game. Like you could see them clear as day. Like, yeah, there's clearly a claymore on the other side of this fucking door. I'm not going through there. Toss a flash in there, disable it, run through. I could play some Ghost though. I fucking love that game.
You
I
really
would
did.
I would love if they just put the Ripper in another Call of Duty and have it function the
That
same
was a fun
exact way.
gun. It was actually that was a well designed gun. That was
It
one of their
was.
better ideas
It
out of
was.
like the entirety. Now my favorite weapons were the SAC 3s. They
Yeah.
were in Advanced Warfare and I had a great variant of them. They were awesome.
Fucking bacon and eggs.
Dual wielding them, man, just boosting around. Dude, you could kill people quick as shit with them and just keep trucking. I fucking loved it.
If I could convert all my shit from my Xbox on Advanced over to the PC, I would. But I don't even know if the lobbies are thriving. Just I don't know. There's something about those fucking machine guns on your arms. That shit was funny as hell. Then you could just mount yourself like a turret in the middle of the open. Mount yourself. That sounds nasty. Are you still there?
yeah. I was know what I was gonna say. I was thinking that's why I always liked hardcore search, because if you didn't play the, well, not just hardcore in general, but like if you didn't play the objective, you were losing. Like you had to move around, you had to do. Sure, you could camp a bomb or whatever, but chances are that that person might not plant the bomb there, so you're eventually gonna have to. I think it'd be cool if they took the gas idea like they have in the whatever you want to call it, the like DMZ type shit, and it just constantly moved and be like a big map, and that gas like might break into smaller portions or whatever, but it'd be like TDM, and spawn points would just constantly be changing. Like you'd never spawn in the gas, of course, but it would keep you rotating around the map, so you couldn't just sit in one spot the entire. That's why the BR is kind of fun, but if I'm gonna play BR, I'll play Apex, something that actually takes talent.
I'm just not a fan of BRs. It's not that I have like anything bad to say about them. I just personally don't like them that much.
No, I can relate. And I've tried multiple variants of it, and I just can't get with it.
PUBG was the best. PUBG was the best, and it always will be, as far
I
as
only
I'm
played
concerned.
it for a week, and all we did was play Can You Ramp It? Just grab a
Any
random
ramp,
camo.
Kenny Rampant was fun.
It was fun.
I played a lot of PUBG way back when.
I played a good bit of it when it first came out.
The only thing that was annoying was the rendering issues. Like you'd fucking
Yeah,
go to land and you'd land in a wall. Other than that, I think it was more fun as a BR than almost any game that's out right now as a BR. It's just sad that it is cheater heavy.
yeah. You know, I can actually say though, since, and I never actually pictured myself saying this, but Fortnite with the no build mode is actually pretty fun. Like I don't know, it's like a normal third person shooter then. You know, you can actually have like engaging fights instead of running up on somebody and they build, you know, this fortress in 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't mind no builds. I played a decent amount of Fortnite no builds whenever they first announced it.
I honestly once in a while hop on, just play a match or two.
It is just hard for me to play a third person shooter. That's why I like PUBG. If I want, I can be in first person.
Yeah,
It's kind of
I
why I
don't
got
know.
out of Rogue Company, because I don't like the fucking. Well, for one, the footsteps are so obnoxiously loud. Like, then you just got somebody that can just stand up against a wall and peek around it to see when you're coming. Like, that's dumb as shit. There's no skill in that whatsoever.
I still like it.
I know you do.
I'm just good. I'm good at it.
It's not my
I'm
game.
really good at that game actually,
I
and I
think
think that's why I like it.
SOCOM
It's
helped me be
rare
good
that I
at the game.
find a game that I like that much and I can actually be like pretty competitive at. I don't play it as much as I used to though. I wish I did. I should. Especially because they're still adding content. They just put a new rogue out there like a couple weeks ago.
Have to check. I haven't looked into that in quite a minute. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it is up to date.
I don't have it
You,
installed anymore. I stopped
well,
playing shortly after they came out
let
with
me know.
Scorch because she was so busted.
She's still kind of busted. I don't think much has changed there.
I think Tory should start playing Yu-Gi-Oh again.
Yeah, I already had this discussion with Rick.
I'm telling you, man, we could make our own custom format. That way everybody's happy.
Yeah, no deck builds over $50.
Well, I don't know about that. Jeez, man. I mean, just to get a playset of something nowadays is like $50.
I don't know.
Then you gotta take into account every single fucking rarity there is for that particular card. So yeah, I don't know if we should gauge it off price. Maybe like competitive
mean,
relevance I would be fine with.
it would definitely be the outspender, but I'm just not fucking. I just don't want to pour that much money back into it again.
But dude, it's at a really balanced place right now.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Imbalance.
Dude, I can literally compete right now with my Fluffle. Birds are hard. My Fluffle deck.
We should just play Pokemon card game instead.
That's reoccurring too. Words are very
Dude,
hard.
that's even more expensive.
I mean, I already have. I probably have over. Mm, I'd probably say about $4,000 worth of cards just sitting on my fucking shelf.
That's ridiculous.
I was thinking about taking some to the shop in town and seeing what I could get for a couple, because I know the 2 Gengar cards I got are like 600 a piece. They're
Yep.
the alt art Gengar card.
Gengar is always one that goes for a high price. And I can understand why, because he's badass.
Actually, it might have come down. But I want alt art Giratina. Oh, it's only 180 bucks. It's really gone down. They must have did a reprint.
But my boy has a rainbow secret rare Rayquaza. And that thing's pretty fucking sweet. I think it's like $70. At least the last I looked at it. Which has been a little bit, so I don't know if it's gone up or down or not.
Giratina's down to 227.
What's everyone's favorite Pokemon?
Zapdos.
Which Zapdos, though? Which form, I should say?
The original.
OG? Okay.
Yeah. The
Solid
original.
choice.
I don't know any of the other variants, but I'm sure they're just as badass, if not more, because Zapdos is.
There's one regional form for every bird, and it gave him a new typing.
I liked his shiny on. I can't remember. I think it was gold. He was black. Fucking awesome looking.
That
Yeah,
was pretty
dude.
cool.
He's black. Like it was basically the colors were reversed. He was black with yellow instead of yellow with black.
Oh,
It looked fucking dope.
I didn't know that.
I'd have to
So,
find the game then. I'm pretty sure it might have been the emulator actually. I'll have to boot that bitch up and check.
so they actually, in the DLC that just landed for Scarlet and Violet this past week, they dropped the first ever shiny move. So
They're
there's
implementing shiny moves now?
well, I don't know if they're going to continue to do this, but it is cool to see. So basically, if the normal form of this Pokemon uses its signature move, it shoots like a red slime at the enemy, right? Because its body is red, and that's like, the theme of the Pokemon. Now, the shiny version is yellow, but there's been screenshots shown that whenever you use that same move in the shiny form, the slime matches the color of the shiny form, which is yellow.
Oh, that would be sick. So basically, what they could do is any like Say you get a fucking shiny Ho-Oh. If it used Sacred Fire, it would be a shiny attack instead of
I
typical.
mean, I don't know if they're gonna do it with every single Pokemon,
They
but they're
should though. That would be fucking sick. Sacred Fire already was beautiful. It was like rainbow flames. Either way, I liked it. It looked cool.
oh yeah, for sure. My personal favorite is Absol.
It's not a flamethrower. It's a gay thrower.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Tory.
I think my favorite's still Typhlosion.
He's my second.
Do you like his new Hisuian form? Where he's fire ghost type?
He looks fucking dope. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
I prefer the original. Like, I still prefer the first two gens.
Yep. I'm with you there. The first 2 to 3, because that's about where I let off.
I'm
Blaziken's
personally a
pretty
fan of
dope.
Gen 3. That's my favorite. It's also the one I started on.
I always go fire type. Cyndaquil, baby. Cyndaquil was my
See,
guy.
I've never been consistent with that. Never been consistent. Trico was my first ever pick. But I also really like Mudkip. Swampert is fucking badass.
I've always picked the fire type as a starter.
Yeah.
Always, no
You
matter what.
did that because we were always gaming next to each other.
Torchic's good too, though.
Blaziken is a
Yes.
fighting fire type.
Yeah.
See, they've done way too many firefighting types, though. There's
Yeah,
3
it's
starters that are
split now.
firefighting now.
Firefighter. Wee.
It's not just them either as starters. It's in the series
Oh,
in
yeah.
general.
Oh my god, yeah. It's overplayed.
Chimchar. Fighter
Yep.
fire.
The Litten.
The dog.
Incineroar.
Or cat, whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It can only do it so many times before it's like, all right, this is boring.
Well, it's just like movesets. Like, how many Pokemon can you get that have the same?
So, well, I mean, you said Blaziken. That would also work too. Was he able to learn any punch moves?
Yeah. You mean
Okay.
fighting type moves?
Thunder
Fucking punch moves.
So whenever your rival chooses a water type, Thunder Punch his ass, knocks his ass out, no problem. That's what I did with Typhlosion. I gave him Thunder Punch and Earthquake so that I was ready to handle anything that came my way. Because psychic types, Earthquake fucks them up real good.
Well, it's most of the time because psychic types have a higher special defense and not just regular defense.
Yeah.
Whereas that's a physical attacking move, so yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I think I also taught him Psychic. He had Flamethrower, Psychic, Thunder Punch, and Earthquake. And then I went through the Elite Four and I decimated all of them with just him.
Damn.
I did the same thing with Eradicate too.
Dude.
He took some hits, but he took that shit like a champ.
So in the latest generation of
shiny,
Pokemon, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying he was my shiny. I caught a shiny Rattata early game, and I basically made him my starter essentially.
That's
I
solid choice.
didn't mean to put little Cyndaquil on the back burner. Well, he was probably Quilava at the time, but I did. I didn't evolve his ass until way late in the game.
Understandable.
But yeah, that's all I had.
I was actually just gonna say, in the new generation of Pokemon, they did a really sick typing. They made a grass fire Pokemon.
Does he look like a pipe?
No, he's a fucking He's basically a Carolina Reaper plant that's haunted.
What the hell? His ghost pepper.
Yeah, basically.
That's kind of cool. I'll have to look into that one. What the hell
I
was the
have
name?
Scovalian.
Oh, that's suiting.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I actually used him a lot in the new one.
See, what generation is that?
I think it's Generation 9 now.
Holy hell.
Yeah, I mean, dude, what? Pokemon came out in 98?
I think it was
97 in Japan.
it 98? I thought it was 96. Oh, I think 98 does sound right because I was about 5 years old.
It did come out in 96 in Japan. I don't know. I'm not getting my Game Boy to find out at the moment.
What in the hell? Does this thing have two heads?
I'll go out through my shinies.
Yeah, he does.
That is very wild looking.
Pretty good Pokemon, to be completely honest. Like I said, I used him a lot. Came in really clutch.
Is that just one you find in the wild, or is that a starter?
No.
Can you imagine
Actually,
if they implemented those kind of types as a starter?
the only good starter, in my opinion, from this generation was the Fire, which is Fire Ghost type, but it's like it's an alligator line, like a fire alligator, and it's really good. He has a special move where every time he uses it, he ups his
Gator.
special attack every move. So you're also doing damage and making yourself stronger. Actually, kind of broken.
Boy, Coco.
Yeah,
Makes me
Faway
think
Coco.
of
Skeledirge.
all right. Thank you for joining us. This has been Dad's at Dark. One of our hosts has passed out, which that's okay. It's late. We hope you have enjoyed our show. This has been I'm Dakota. We have Casey and Sleepyhead Tory, 350, whichever you want to call him.
I prefer to call him bitch.
Suiting. like, like, share, let your friends know. Genuinely, we hope that we have provided at least somewhat content to you, give you a little bit of a chuckle here and there. And we look forward to talking to you, bullshitting with you, anything in the if you want to do a Q&A and learn about the guys, we actually plan on setting everybody down and basically giving you a little bit of detail on each and every person who is in here. We'll see what happens. It all depends on scheduling. Just bear with us. That being said, have a fantastic night. Love you later. Bye.